I remember one of my most difficult conversions, and they ended up not even moving. They didn't sell their house. He wanted to go see this property, and it was actually listed by another agent. I had the listing appointment. I went to the property. I did not take the listing because it was a shack that he was demanding a certain price and the market couldn't bear it. And I walked away from it. I was sitting there, it was 90 degrees out. His air conditioning didn't work. I was sweating putty balls. It was nasty. It smelled like dog. I don't want this listing. So I walked away from it. Another agent listed it. He came into my website. He wanted to go see the property. Now I am in my area, unless they sign a buyer agent agreement, I don't work for them. I work for the seller, right? So when he called and said, I want to see this property, or I called him, I said, so you want to see this property? He said, I do. I said, what is it about this property? And he says, well, it's in the right location and the price is right for me. I said, okay, are you looking for a fixer upper, or are you looking for something move-in ready? He's, I got to have move-in ready. We built a new construction. It's only 6 years old. I can't go backwards. Okay. I said, sir, no disrespect. However, I have been in that home, and the way the industry works is I can't reveal to you any information until you agree that you want me to represent you. And he goes, well, why would I do that? And I said, let me ask you a question, sir. I said, do you call the doctor and say, this is my ailment? Can you call the pharmacy to get this? This is what I need prescribed. Would that doctor prescribe the medication to you? He said, no. I said, okay, I'm not going to show you a house that might not meet your criteria. I want to know more of your story and what you're looking for so that I can save you time. He was in my office within an hour. Never went to see that property because he signed a buyer agency agreement right then and there. And he never went to see that property because I was able to disclose to him what I knew about the property. We can't be afraid of losing something we've never had. The truth and honesty and empathy always win. And if it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. And you probably saved yourself a whole heck of a lot of headaches, because anytime I tried to force a client, it was the most horrible outcome getting to closing that you can ever imagine. Have you ever forced someone, or have you ever forced a relationship with a client because it all kind of fell into place, but they were like the client like from hell, and you're like, oh, I'm so glad that closing's over. Now I can start working. Because it affects how you're doing business on a day-to-day basis when you have a really nasty client. So if you cut through the chase at the very beginning and you're working with people that respect you, you're going to be a heck of a lot happier person. And I will be the first to tell you, when I stepped out, we were doing 85 transactions, and 65, 70% of that was my listings, and the other piece were buyers. When I stepped out, we knocked it down to 25, 30 transactions. I wasn't doing the work. My profit was still the same. I'm sorry, but I would rather have 25 problems than 85 problems with the same profit, because I wasn't spending the marketing dollars that I was spending to get to a higher level. And if we're honestly always coming from a place of how can I help you through the process, and they're having conversations with you that they're not going to have with any other agent because you actually care, that is what's going to make the difference. Because today customer service sucks. You can't go anywhere and get exceptional customer service anymore, and people will recognize that. And so it's just, I hope that we went over the priority of your leads in regards to newly registered to most active to least active.